Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just gonna have a quick chat and a recap of this last month and see what's coming up in the next month. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Big ups to all the new subscribers. Picked up a heap from the Hard Ass 1000. What a great week that was. Big shout out to Mick and Paddy for inviting me along. Heap of fun, met some good blokes, and yeah, look forward to doing that again.
You cannot feel this energy.
Drop.
So yeah, I've been thinking about the H and what the next step is. Well, first and foremost, I decided to call it quits at Power Cruise. Just wasn't the right fit for me. I'm more comfortable shooting my own stuff and putting my own style of videos together. It was a good opportunity, certainly worth checking it out, giving it a go, but yeah, wasn't for me. Hopefully they find the right person for that, and yeah, we continue on. Anyway, yeah, been thinking about the H and what the next step is to do with that. Very torn between keeping the same, or similar power plant and setup. After the going on that Hard Ass 1000, seeing a lot of people have a lot of fun, with less horsepower. I've come to a 90% plan, I guess. I think I'm going to go back to like a 6 litre or an LS3 alloy block thing. Maybe sleeve it, just depending on how the budget goes. Keep the weight down. Go to a smaller turbo. And yeah, just make sort of 800 horsepower-ish. Be still a fast car, still capable of running 8s, which I still haven't ticked off my list, so I still want to do that. At the end of the day, that's all I actually really ever wanted back in the day was I wanted to run 9s, 9 Street car, and blow tyres off it and have fun. I made that, and then of course natural progression. I got close to sort of the 1,000 horsepower mark, so I wanted to tick that off and then get that, make more horsepower, get close to that 1,000 kilowatt mark, so I want that. They don't really mean that much, those milestones, figures, whatever you want to call them. They just aren't super important when you tick them off. You're literally just on to the next, okay, what I want to tick off next, or I am anyway. But in saying that, I'm also very comfortable in just having a car to have fun in, and although the H was very reliable, it's done a lot of work. When things do need to be maintained, they're expensive to maintain. You're not just putting LS7 lifters in it. I've got Johnson lifters, they're expensive, So I've decided, I've sold the manifold, inlet manifold. I was lucky to sell that really quickly, which was one of the things I thought might take a little while to sell. Being an LS7 manifold, being an old Sean's manifold. Yeah, they're not the easiest things to sell. sold, I think it was on Marketplace 1 day or 2 days. Got full freight for it, so very happy with that. Also going to sell my turbo, which is a Gen 2 GDX 50. It's done, I don't know, 10,000 Ks. Great turbo, made 1230 horsepower on 25 pound maybe. Lots of people running those turbos to make a hell of a lot more horsepower than that. I think I'm just going to go back to something smaller, maybe like a G45. So it spools a little quicker, more suitable to less cubes. And, it's more in its efficiency range for what I do. If I don't sell the turbo, then I'll just use it. It's no big deal. If anyone's interested in that, just pop me a message or write in the comments. Looking for about $3,000 for that. It has rear housing. It's a 123 rear. It's 88mm Gen 2 GDX 5020R, I think they're called. Then I'm deciding whether I sell my heads. So LS7 heads have roller rockers on them. They're GM cast, I think. Looking for about 6,200 for them, complete with the rockers, springs, the whole lot. I haven't advertised those yet, but if I sell them, I sell them. And then obviously once I start and pull the block out, so once we pull the bottom end out, I'll decide whether the crank and all that sort of stuff gets sold, whatever's still okay. And then go back to a lot less power. But look, at the end of the day, how often do I use that extra power? It's not very often. It's fun when you get to use it. It's a lot of fun when you get to use it. But it's also at that power level, I need to start upgrading some more stuff on the car. I need to upgrade my exhaust. I've only got a single 3.5-inch exhaust, so I needed to upgrade that. My brakes pretty much are at the level where they need to be upgraded. So pulling this horsepower figure back, or pulling that engine power plant back, saves me money on all these other things as well. So hopefully clean up the body. Still want to maybe mini tub it. I've got an idea for a wheel combo, a little bit different, but I've seen it sort of work down on the Hard Ass 1000. Not super repetitive, but for what I do, the potential's there. So just going to go for a really cool street car look, kind of go away from the front runners and radial tire. I still have a radial tire on the back, but yeah, a little bit different. And maybe change a few other things up. I also sold my surge tank out of it. Thinking about selling my fuel cell, so I really want to get my boot back. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Just a quick update. I really, smashed out 6 videos from Hard Ass 1000. Had an absolute ball. Picked up for the month, we picked up over 100 subscribers, which it took me 3 months to get the 100 prior to that. So I'm really stoked with that. As I said to to Mick and Paddy, stoked you invited me along. I wouldn't have been able to go if those boys weren't invited. Didn't invite me. So, heaps of thanks to them. Paddy's just finished a cool little radial car, so keen to get some footage on that soon. So twin turbo Hilux LS. So yeah, one of their many cars. They've got quite a few. Hopefully do a shed build episode on all their vehicles very soon. Getting back into it, getting stuck into the videos. I was a little bit slack this weekend. I probably should have went to either Fridays or up to Rocky Nats, but I just wanted to have a veg weekend. Also been packing on the pounds, which I need to put a stop to. So after Easter, it's back into dropping a little bit of weight and getting a bit healthier again. I'm gonna make you guys keep me accountable for it. Okay, call me a fat if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, yeah, not too sure what's coming up in April other than my birthday. So turning 46 in a couple of weeks. Bit of an old bugger, I know. Don't look a day over 53. Yeah, that's enough of me waffling on. Whatever I can film, I'll film. If anyone's around Southeast Queensland, you know, look, to be honest, I'm going to have a few weeks off work. So if anyone's between Southeast Queensland all the way down to maybe Coffs, all the way up to sort of Bundy, Gladstone area, if you've got some cool shit in your shed and you want to, you know, have a feature on my YouTube channel, drop me a message. Just put a comment on here, PM me on Instagram or Facebook or any of those sort of things. Like, it's Adrian Brown on Facebook. It's pretty easy to get hold of. Instagram, I think there's a link in the description on the YouTube channel. And if I can get there, I'll come and we'll do a little video and a little story on what's going on, what you're building, what you have built. You know, it's all pretty easy going. As long as you're willing to let people know. You know, I know a lot of people who have cool cars, but they just don't want people to possibly know where they are and all that sort of thing. And I get that. Like, you know, there are some dodgy people out there. I don't tend to worry about that sort of stuff too much, but I respect the people that do. Yeah, stop saying Anyway, if you got any questions, shoot them down in the comments. If you got any suggestions, shoot them down in the comments. If you think there's too many Holdens at any of these events, go and buy a Ford or a Valiant or a Mercedes or whatever. Make it cool and go to the events yourself. You know, don't whinge about seeing Holdens and Fords at an Australian event. You know, they are our production cars. That's what you're going to see, unless you make a difference and get something different out there. Like, there's plenty of Vals out there, there's plenty of other stuff out there, but people just don't get them out. So don't blame the people that do. They're the ones that we can get content on. Anyway, that's enough of me whinging. Hope everyone's had a great Easter. Don't enjoy too much chocolate. Don't give in to your dog. Give him big brown eyes wanting chocolate. Give him another treat. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. See you later.